Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. We are still in the Blood Bowl 2025 World Championship quarterfinals, and this is the third and deciding match in the first quarterfinal between AndyDavo's Old World Alliance and Lemarseilais' Dark Elves. They took one game each, so this is for all the marbles. You can see by the little grey dots at the top, the Jimmy Fantastic dots, that this game has overtime enabled. And then kicks. There has to be a winner in this match. The matches were getting worse. Like, for those watching on YouTube, I watched these matches, the first two matches, I don't know, 8 hours ago or more. And the first match was Davo playing well and Lemarseilais not. And then the second match, Davo just got inexplicably worse. It's not quite like Lemarseilais got better. Just Davo got inexplicably worse. Like he had a stroke or something. No idea what was going on with him. So hopefully he's shaking that off and plays properly this game. Jim's passport had not enough time left on it to be allowed into Europe under current travel laws. You need over 3 months left on your passport to get into Europe. Brawler saves him. Get brawled. Right. I don't... Oh, hang on. We haven't got the UI up. I will say straight from the off, I don't like how Lemarseilais plays Dark Elves. I just don't. He's not aggressive enough. He's very passive. He kind of just loiters around hoping that something happens rather than trying to make something happen. Very, very obvious difference because I'm watching these games in a different order to you on YouTube. I'm not going to spoil the other matches, but I will say it's a very obvious difference in the way that Lemarseilais plays this team and the way that Purple Chest plays his Dark Elves that you'll see later in the playlist. Like he's just way too passive. Dark Elves just play best aggressive. They play good harassment ball. That's a good... Okay. Okay, I was not expecting the early Apo. That is quite the aggressive Apo on a skillless Lino on turn 1. Not often you get to say aggressive Apo, is it? But I think it fits right there. Wow, this is some basing. Oh, weird. Okay, I will say I wasn't expecting that to be the blitz. When he put the guard there, I was expecting that to be the blitz. And because he hasn't got dodge, to just leave him based on these two. And then just blitz here and come back. Little strange to blitz this one. Yeah, I don't hate the Apo, but it's just very aggressive on a skillless Lino. It's a gamble. Because that's where the studios that Nacon use for other things, so they obviously have a deal with the company that has the studio and stuff, and they wanted it done from a studio for fun, for marketing purposes, rather than, try and sort it out with a company they don't know in the UK and aren't going to have any representatives there because Cyanide are in Paris. I think Vituk is also in Paris. Jim, uh, is his name Vituk or Vituk? He's got a double O in his name, but Tree kept calling him Vitok, and he didn't correct her or anything. Like, he's definitely got a double O in his name, right? I watched the opening before the game started, and Tree just kept saying Vitok, and I'm like, that's not his name. It's written down. Not a real dwarf. Sorry, that's just, I need to have a button to press for that. Every time an old world dwarf gets knocked down by a both down, you got to shout, "Not a real dwarf." It's like a rule. And they're about to go away forever, so make the most of it. So other than the one dice failing on the Augur, that was a pretty decent turn from Lemarseilais. Hello, Matto. I didn't, Matto, I'm sorry. Not yet. Assuming this is not some kind of elaborate prank. Like, to be very clear, I did say in numerous VODs, I know his name is Clay Infinity, but quite clearly, he should have called himself Clayfinity. It's a better name. I am naming him a better name. He should say thank you. Clay Infinity is stupid when Clayfinity is just right there. Oh my god, Matto. Oh no, hang on. I can get that, Matto. Um, however, that's my work address. Where I no longer work. But thank you very much. That the only way you would know that if it was real, so I will thank you now knowing it wasn't an elaborate prank, and I will pick that up. I need to check that that's it must still be one of the addresses on the work account. I'm sorry. I will check that now. None of my addresses are default on there. I think it's picked a random address. Oh my god, that's pretty lucky. Potato. Matto could have sent you some After Eights, because you're one of the addresses on my Amazon. As is a hostel in Florida. I don't have a default address set. I don't know why it picked my work address without... I've now set a default address. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I have now. There we go. At the very least, Matto's generosity has stopped people sending, like, gifts to Potato instead of me. Potato, if you got anything in the mail, I want it. It's mine. Oh, that's worse. Not a real dwarf. Get fucked. That should have been the witch. You can't hit with the witch, you plum. So so obviously the witch should have hit him for the 2 into 2. And then just dodge this one away as well. You dipshit. Right, I've been streaming for 11 hours. If people in the VOD notice I get a bit more loosey-goosey with stuff. Oh, well, that's bad. He's dead. Yes. Is it a hostel in Florida wondering why they're being sent plastic glue? It's that. And no, Lemarseilais didn't even qualify from that group. He qualified from the Sprint Cup. Doesn't get the POW. And makes the dodge. That was a very dubious last second 1 in 9. Oh, surely there would be better, and then you could 2 dice. Okay, I'm not certain what's going on here. Other than he's 1 in 81 in. With his own leader into a stun. Seems bad. I don't know what was going on here. So I think that was bad, right? So what he should have done, this blitzer should have gone here. And then this could have been a 2 dice. And on a POW, you can 2 into 2 the Mighty Blow tackle. Which I think would have been better. And instead, we've ended up doing whatever the hell this is. Yeah, or could have blitzed with the witch. And then blocked the Mighty Blow tackle. Either way. What we didn't want to do is roll some rushes just to take a blockless block. I don't even know what was happening down here. Shitty turn ordering. It's because I rewound the turns like a... Sometimes the models glitch out. Sometimes they don't move back where they're supposed to be and they stay in their square. And then teleport to their new location from there. Oh. That was a loner. Davo saved. I think that's the every game so far. Davo as loner like succeeded. I'm not gonna lie, that seems completely pointless. He re-rolled to go there. Surely everyone's just dodging. Could cage dive, but he just used one of his rerolls on this. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guess he can't do it. He'd have to go through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is a bit worse. The cage dive with wrestle is better than diving when the carrier's got block. Armbar has killed an elf in both the first 2 games. I've never even seen Armbar proc. And Davo gets it, and all of a sudden it's murdering people. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, games, man. The games are being ruined by this nonsense. I don't think it surprises anyone that you think that, PC. And the full pow on the witch. Okay. So this is done as a drive. So the thing is, for me now, the correct strategy for Lemarseilais is one he's not going to do because we haven't seen him do it in any of the other things. It's the Daka. The Daka minimizes attrition. He's playing for a draw and overtime. He's got no bench. the Daka is the correct play. Or you could try and get your no bench sent off by fouling. Yeah, that, just to be clear, that might not have been a compliment, PC, considering some of your previous games. Plus, we watched Jim play, PC. Jim thinks a Nan going up the stairs on a stair lift is aggressive. What is happening here? Hang on. Are we... Oh, do we really think this is the way to do this one turn? We've had 2 pushes already, and no one's gone forward. And we've opened with 75% dodge. You can definitely do this one turn better than that, surely. Surely. You can do it better than that. Wait, is he also one dice in? Okay, look. Look, Mars. If you're going to one dice anyway, why don't you not do the dodge and blitz with a witch? It's the same one dice, and then the second block is from the diagonal, so you don't need this to be full. So you could get a push immediately and then go from there. Like, the dwarf would now be in this square, and this line would be full. You can block him to fill that if you need to. Like, it's just better. Can we just do it better? I mean, I don't even know if that's the best way, to be honest. As someone who's played a shit ton of Dark Elves, I do not practice a lot of Dark Elf one turns because I tend to play similarly to PC, and it never gets to be in a one turn. I either get my entire team murdered, or 80% of the time I just win before I need to do a one turn. What? Where are you going? What in the absolute living blue fuck are you doing? There's no one here. What? What did this guy just go there for? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Oh my God, he can't count. That's what's happened. He was trying to fill that gap. And he realized when he got there, he couldn't reach anymore. I mean, it's easier to go this way anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just threes. There's no 4. And it's only one rush. Honestly, this one turn is if, like, I had to perform a one turn doing everything the potato told me over the phone. There's no one. Okay. Why did we keep doing this? Well, that was shocking. Absolutely shocking. And again, even though I point out over and over again that one turns are the weakest part of my game. Well, maybe one of them. One of the two weakest parts of my game, at least. If I'm rocking up to a game that if I win, I get 400 euros, the one turn will be the strongest part of my game. Immediately. Because I will have spent the night before doing one turns. For 400 euros, I can probably live with a couple hours practice of doing some chain pushes. No, it doesn't get mocked at times like this. 400 euros is perfectly reasonable pressure. It's not whether or not there's pressure, it's what that pressure is used as an excuse for that gets mocked. Like, legitimately, in the middle of a game, making a brain fart or just getting a bit confused and having your drive go a bit skew-if, that's perfectly understandable to say it was pressure, right? What it's not acceptable as an excuse for pressure is forgetting how to set up properly. Other basic shit. Like, there is an amount of pressure that comes with playing with more eyes on you and with money at stake. But it's not like Russian roulette levels of pressure where you just forget everything and start, like, banging your head on the board or anything. It's just slightly increased pressure that would excuse the odd thing. I've experienced it in cup games and stuff. I've experienced the same pressure. And like it's not like I say there's never any pressure. It's just daft to excuse like absolute nonsense. With like, oh, cup nerves. Yeah, absolutely. Third game playing for like, I don't know. I was gonna say, you know what? The one thing that going to Vienna did? It made PC play less like a granny. PC was one of the people with the clock most full today. I don't know what was going on. Must be something in that Viennese coffee. He had like 6 minutes on the clock left. Some of the other guys felt like they were making a sandwich during their turn. Yeah, to be fair, turns are a lot quicker when they just start and end with a cage dive. That pause, like, is that just in replays, this pause? Like, watch this pause. What is that about? That is a blatant pause. It's not every block, though. But it's saved in the replay. If I rewind it, the pause happens again. Why are we standing up in directly into a block ogre? Oh, because we're protecting the ball while we go for this surf. Seems to be the answer. I'm sorry, what just happened? It was a rush to surf, yeah. But, like, is that not the point of the turn? We just don't need to go forward, right? It's turn 11. He did a dodge to do the blitz and everything. Isn't the point of the turn to surf this guy? I don't really understand why we're doing any of this then. We're doing a rush on the sideline. Okay. Just why? The question is remains why? Couldn't we have just dodged with him to go here or here and then just stood here instead and not done a rush? Wouldn't that have just been better? You're playing for overtime. The last thing you want to do is unnecessary 2+s with no reward. This at least had a reward. This had no reward. You could have just dodged with him and then stood there and still been on a sideline cage. You could have just not had a sideline cage and just, played a normal turn back here because it's turn 11 and pushing forward and jamming yourself against the sideline is shit anyway. Okay. We didn't realize we had a stab catcher. It's pretty hilarious. In case anyone wonders why, hang on, why this guy runs like he's in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. It's because at some point, Blood Bowl 3 coded it so that everyone takes the same time to make their move. So if you move a long way, you need to take the same time as someone who only moves 4 squares. Because the clock doesn't stop running for actions in this. So anyone who's really fast just runs like Bugs Bunny. Or something. Like a stupid cartoon. The Pogoer is insane, yeah. The Pogoer is absolutely mental because he has a full animation in each square and he can move 7. So he just goes absolutely crazy, like it's on crack. But watch this ridiculous run. It's like he's on fast forward. I get it, by the way. I don't know what else you can do about it. Like, other than penalize, like, fast-moving teams with animation time. There's nothing you do, is there? It just makes it look funny. Didn't die. So I guess that's good. So, right now, does this look good for the Dark Elves? Because I'm thinking it does not. Like, if I had to pick yay or nay on the look good front, I'm going with nay. And it feels like anyone good in the last turn would have known this was going to happen next. Jamming yourself up the sideline against a full team, multiple of which can reach the squares in front of you, is just a shit idea. And also basing an ogre to take a punch in the face from block mighty blow, also a shit idea. So he just needed a different turn, is the answer. He just needed to play a different turn completely. I'm not going back and picking up like what turn I would have played. But it needed to be different. Yes, it actually would have been better if he'd surfed that guy. Pointlessly rowdy, but it would have been better. What a weird place to put him. Sorry for the yawning. It's quite late, as I said. And now, with that lost reroll, more advantage Davo. But if Lemarseilais can score and not take damage, it's likely that whoever wins the toss in overtime just wins, right? So he still has 4 turns to score here. Oh, was that another blitz? What's the blitz? Oh, he blitzed already. I missed it. Okay. This is the third and deciding match, yes. That's why there are gym squares at the top of the screen. Oh, that was his blitz. Oh, man. Brawler has saved him like every single time. And a 1D POW with a blockless block. Into a removal. Okay, he gets a removal back. The Slayer is gone. Um, um, dude, look, Mars, come here, mate. You see this? This does not mean he's gonna butter you a nice baguette. This means he got a skill that's real bad for this. Oh my days, Davo stood this lino up before stabbing? What? What? We are stabbing, right? I mean, there is another possibility of red dicing, and then you can dodge through with the Mighty Blow Tackle to 1 dice. It is wrestle, but like it feels like you could just stab and then dodge 1 dice with this lino. Why are we not stabbing? Has he forgotten he's got it? No, apparently he hadn't forgotten he got it. And by the time he remembered, a snake had wandered around. A 1 dice blockless POW again. Okay, so we 2 dice there. 2 dice there. Oh, that's a nice removal as well. 2 dice there. Into 2, and then we dodge and hand off and fuck off over there. Oh, no. Oh. And it's another reroll gone. Oh, my God. Okay, that seems unnecessary. The Mighty Blow tackle couldn't hit you, so... In fact, none of them could hit you. This rush was stupid. No rerolls is crazy. Because I did them earlier, Jaeger. So we did start on game one. You are late. Does anyone know who it is, by the way? Who is the streamer, I'm assuming, in the TwitchCon hype emote? I also did those ones. It's more than that now, Jim. The first one of these was like 11 hours ago. All the Dark Elves came back. Okay. Okay, so the fling is still fine. Oh, reroll. Oh, never mind. Not rerolling. So we have one reroll. Oh, no, wait. Is that one reroll? Because it's one reroll. It's someone called Extra Emily. Do you know what's weird, Jaeger? The reason I asked is because I was going to say it looks a bit like Arknalax's daughter, Emily. What a weird coincidence. Do all Emilys look like that? Anyone else know an Emily can confirm that they all look the same? And the Dark Elves win the toss. Right. So this is a very annoying state of affairs for the Dark Elves, in my opinion. If I'm honest, I would probably potato as soon as possible. With no rerolls, I would want to score as soon as possible, regardless. And then the worst thing that can happen is you get a 50-50 on kicks, which, because it's added to your percentage chance of stopping the score, makes you the favorite. Like, you can't stall out a drive against a good player with a full team with no rerolls. Like, you just can't. Well, we burnt a 1. Oh, wait. We're rolling. We burnt another 1. Oh, no, we also had a snake. Well, never mind. Just add in all of those dodges. Because Mighty Blow against Armor 8 is a very low chance of Kaz, is the answer. The Mighty Blow hitting the unprotected Dark Elf Linos for a 75% block is still only a single-digit percentage Kaz. Even in metal? So you just shouldn't expect it. Kaz, I said, Jaeger. He has taken KOs. They've just come back. Wait, it's not 22% anyway. It's 16%. Removal. Okay? But it's not. It's a 75% knockdown. 9 plus armor break with Mighty Blow will drop it to like 30 odd percent. And then the removal will drop it down to like 16%. Oh, well, then you're way out. Oh, you mean you? Sorry, the other way around. You mean you're just only including once you've knocked him? Well, why would you do that? The best odds you've got of knocking down is 75%. So that the best odds you've got of casing even an unskilled lino is single digits. If you're blitzing someone with block and it's a 55% knockdown, it's even lower. Mighty Blow tackle Kazin, the Witch or a Blitzer is like 5%. 1 in 20. Might not get that all game. I mean, he can do 3 dice, but he's not 3 dicing with his blitz, is he, usually? He's humans. Yeah, but you should take into account because it really matters, doesn't it? It's not 22% removal. If you just say a higher number, but you ignore the bit where you have to knock him down, it's crazy. He did. And he took a number of KOs and a Kaz. He's not. He might be slightly on the lucky side, but he took at least 3 KOs and a Kaz. And as we've established, a Kaz is like 1 in 20 when hitting the block pieces. 1 in 15, I think, when hitting like the non-block pieces. And he's only had 16 turns. Yeah, but this is Penguin Academy. We learn things here. And one of the things you should learn is that even though Mighty Blow Tackle is good, you shouldn't expect Kaz's. Mighty Blow Tackle is good at getting stuns. Positional stuns is great with it. You shouldn't expect to, like, just Kaz your opponent out. You shouldn't expect to Kaz your opponent out if they're goblins. Mighty Blow Tackle Blitz on a goblin is only a Kaz less than 1 in 6 times. You should expect a Kaz once a half. This is a lot of dice. Wow, that was a lot. Dude, why do you keep doing that? Why does he keep doing that? It's so annoying. He makes the dodge and then just stands there so he has to dodge again. He's done it so often in these games. He makes these dodges and just stands in a flat shape so he gets based and has to dodge again. Put him there. Unless Davo blitzes this guy, then he's free. Dobby is free. You can steal that if you want it, Potato. For your own channel. Right. Yes. Immediately take advantage of this. Fuck off up the pitch. And score as soon as you can. Yeah. The Harry Potato. I probably made it to give to you anyway, like the train and stuff, but then you stopped playing Harry Potter and so did everyone else. Damn it. He took the double down. They're probably doing a sequel where if you pick they, them pronouns at the start, it just deletes your hard drive. Well, okay. There we go. Just for you, a non-mighty blow Kaz. So I think he ballsed up this turn over here a little bit, if I'm honest. But Davo's dice have done some work here. I don't actually know what to do. If you stand him up, you can blitz the dwarf with her for 2 dice. If you get a double down, you can take it. And then these can dodge through here. I'm not entirely certain how that helps, because you've also got to somehow... Oh, actually, she can go as well. They all got a double dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a rush. So he goes first. And anyone who pops dodge on their first dodge does something else, and you change the plan. And you hopefully end up there behind a screen. And that's it. That's just that, I think. Okay, we're doing this. I'm not certain why. Okay, we're definitely just going backwards. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that doesn't seem as important as dodging the ball. But okay. This tackle's going to end up on the ball if you go there, mate. Even on a push, tackle is going to end up on the ball if you go there. This lino needs to base the tackle. Base the tackle. Base the tackle. Stop making flat shapes! Dear God. Hey, look, tackle's ended up on the ball. Did I mention that tackle was going to end up on the ball? I think I might have mentioned that tackle was going to end up on the ball. Okay. Didn't fail the dodge and tackle. Didn't roll a dub skulls. Hasn't stood this guy up. Reasons unknown to me. Gets the POW. Should follow. Okay. Wait, what? Why? What? Did he run out of time? He must have run out of time, right? He had 2 players left. Like, who really could have and should have done something important. I would, even if you just base this to force a blockless block. Wow, that's pretty shit. People really need to play faster. I think I've only ever run out of my time clock once. Hey, look, tackle's on the ball again. So you can technically clear tackle off the ball here. By putting the witch there. Oh, we're going to jump up hit. We're going to jump up hit. That works too. Nice. Oh, we use the ball carrier. Oh, when will people learn? Like, it sucks. But what's this guy doing over here? And that, like... Whatever. Well, it sucked and it happened. And wouldn't have been so bad if you hadn't run out of time, so there we go. And she's dead. I mean, I'm sure this game was exciting to watch, but I don't find them fun. It's because I'm watching them for a different reason, that's all. Like, if I was just sitting in the Nacon channel, I get to laugh because someone's bad, and then they also have bad dice. But I never like it when dice decide a game. When, like, you know, a critical snake or whatever happens to only one player. What even was that? What the fuck was that? While I'm talking about it, just throws the last turn as well. What are the odds that I'll fail a rush after I dub sculled? The exact same as before you dub sculled. Oh, no. Have you got BBTV or something? That's not even a flag for me. Oh, okay, that's why. Well, there we go. We have our first semi-finalist for the YouTubers. For me, it's the third. But for you YouTubers watching in a playlist, this is the first semi-finalist, Mr. AndyDavo, who may or may not have an imaginary Welsh grandmother. And let's be honest, it was the right result. As unfunny as that is, it was the right result. So we will see Davo and his Old World Alliance in the semi-finals. We'll see who he gets to face later. And we will see you in the next semi-final. Quarterfinal. Ugh. You know what I mean.